Hello, Cancers. I'm Lachan Devi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your December 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say a big thank you to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share. And thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. The link for that is instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. The links to my Instant Go, to my website, as well as to book a reading with me now are all in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check those out. Cancers, this is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may resonate. Or you can check your sun, moon, and rising sign videos if these messages do resonate, so you can get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during this month, December 2018. You can also cross-watch the reading for your romantic interests, as that reading may contain additional messages as well. So my lovely, lovely Cancers, let's go ahead and get started on our reading here. So I have for us the theme of what we may be experiencing. I have here 2 predictions, as well as our fortune in love and romance for the month of December, and our guidance, so we can discuss how to bring about the best outcome during December 2018 within our love lives. So let's go ahead and get started here. So for our theme, Cancers, I have here, let's go here first, the card of true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, as well as a card of love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this is what's going on regarding our theme here. So when it comes to the overall energy of what we're going to be experiencing, this signifies us dealing with somebody who we are very, very romantically interested in. Someone who we may be considering our true love. Again, this is the romance of a lifetime. So we're dealing with a significant romantic interest here, a significant partner, somebody who is very significant to our love lives during the month of December. So that's always nice. And of course, we're being guided to love ourselves first, which is something that as Cancers have been receiving a lot. This message here, we've been receiving this a lot when it comes to our love lives, as again, our self-respect makes us more romantically attractive. So putting ourselves first, making sure that we are taken care of first, making sure that we are happy first. All these things are going to make us more romantically attractive during the month of December. So let's move forward with our predictions, and we will go ahead and see how these themes play out as we move forward. So for our first prediction, Cancers, I have here the clouds. So we have the card of the clouds. We have the mice. And we have here lady with the lady card. Alrighty. So before we get into this prediction and what it can signify, first let's go ahead and get into who this could be speaking of during the month of December. And Cancers, please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not every Cancer is dating somebody who looks the exact same. So we're going to discuss these very specific details, and these details may signify your partners. Some of these details may resonate, some may not. All of these details may resonate. None of these details may resonate. It just depends on who you are. However, even if these details do not resonate, that does not mean that this reading is not for you. That just again means that not every Cancer is dating the same looking person or the same type of person. Some of these details may also signify yourself as well. So you can take the details here that resonate and leave the ones that don't. But again, even if these very specific details do not resonate regarding the partner who you are with or even yourself, that does not mean that these predictions are not for you. That just means that this description here does not resonate with you. So again, leave what does. I'm sorry, take the details that do, leave the details that don't. So regarding who some of us could be dating, dealing with, interested in during the month of December, I'm seeing here energies of air signs. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Or this could be a Pisces or Scorpio, which are two water signs, our fellow water signs. Or Taurus or Capricorn, and this is Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, what this person may look like, their physical appearance here. This could be somebody who has darker colored hair. For some, this is somebody with two different colored hair. So it could be darker and lighter hair. Depending on this person's age, it could be graying or salt and pepper hair. But I'm seeing a theme of two different colors regarding the hair here. Now, I'm seeing here a theme of perhaps tanned or darker skin. This person may have some kind of curves about them, in particular, bottom curves. Nevertheless, I do see somebody here who is very good looking. This person may be in shape, or if not in shape, again, they're going to have some kind of curves, again, in particular, bottom curves. This person may also have some kind of marks on them, stretch marks, pock marks, wounds, tattoos, birthmark, beauty mark, with this mice card. Regarding the eye color, I'm seeing more so a colored theme here, colored eyes. So they could be blue, green, gray, hazel, amber, and particular colored eyes. So that's the thing that I'm seeing here regarding who we could be speaking of. Now, when it comes to this prediction here, the first thing I'm seeing here with this clouds card and this mice card, these are two clubs. And in the Lenormand deck, the clubs are the most challenging suit here. So I do see us Cancers going through some slight challenges here. Especially also not only with the suit, but also with what these cards may signify. So this lady card here, Cancers, this is going to be speaking of ourselves if we are female, or this can be speaking of our female partners if we are male. If we are in a same-sex relationship, you can go ahead and take this card as it resonates, whoever this female is. So if you're a male, this can be the more feminine energy. If you are a female, this can be either you or your partner. Nevertheless, I do see here this female once again. So it's looking like, Cancers, that we may be having some doubts, some worries, some clouded thinking, some challenging thoughts here. There's something going on with us mentally, some challenges mentally. And this is regarding perhaps fear of, or however these thoughts are resonating with us, because this is a general reading. So these thoughts can manifest within all of us in different ways. But again, I do see here some challenging thoughts, worries, doubts, clouded thinking, muddled thinking regarding perhaps a loss of love. This mice card deals with reduction, with loss, with things being taken away. So this could be these challenging thoughts regarding the taking away or fear of taking away when it comes to a relationship. This card can also deal with worries as well. So we may be worried about a particular relationship. So this can be with this female, or if we are this female, we are worried about some kind of challenges regarding, again, a reduction of love, a taking away of love or a relationship, some kind of loss, theft, reduction, dwindling within our romantic connection, within our romantic relationships. So this is a challenging spread again. We're going to be having these challenged thoughts. This is also a card of worries and anxieties. So we may be having these challenging thoughts and worries and anxieties when it comes to our romantic relationships during the month of December. So let's just be mindful of that. That is not something that we are going through alone. That is something that our collective is going through as well. And now that I remember this, Cancers, if any of you watched the reading for November, the love reading for November with the spiritual kick, and you experience any shifts, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know how that affected you. If you were able to transform any thoughts into more positive ones during the month of November. If your months, again, your thoughts again changed for the positive, anything, or if they didn't, go ahead and let me know. I would love to know what you experienced from that spiritual kick. So, okay, moving forward again, we do have that more challenging reading here. Worries, doubts, muddled thinking regarding either a taking away of the relationship, a reduction of love, or just some challenging thoughts here. So let's move forward and see what else we will be experiencing. The living room, the marriage card, and false person. So, fellow crabs here, taking these three cards together: living room, marriage card, false person. The living room card speaks of what's within our souls. In the Kipper deck, we have the house card, which is our four walls, our dwelling. Then we have the living room card, which will be our bedroom, our intimate space, what's within our souls here. So it looks like this relationship, or a relationship that we're in, a connection that we're in, something that is deeply rooted within our souls, or something that is important to us. Either ourselves or the other person may perhaps not be expressing how they truly feel in this connection. That is one possibility. Another possibility is that someone may be being kind of sneaky or dishonest, perhaps to obtain a solid connection or a marriage, a long-term connection. But we do have this energy of someone being, again, sneaky, dishonest, not forthcoming in some way, maybe even self-serving in some way. So I know that this theme did come up for us before. So this could be us, Cancers, or this could be our partner. So you will know exactly who this is. So if you know that you are being completely honest, completely straightforward, authentic, transparent when it comes to your connection, then this will likely be the other person who perhaps, again, is not sharing exactly how they feel, not being exactly forthcoming and outright with their emotions, how they feel about you. And if you are the one who is this false person, not to say that this is a really negative card, Nevertheless, if you are the one who may be being a little deceptive or dishonest in some way, then you will know that this is you as well. And I'm only saying that because, again, we did get that theme coming up in past readings. So this can be us or this can be our partners. Nevertheless, there is somebody here who is not being completely honest. So let's be mindful of that, Cancers. Our fortune. I'm being drawn to go to this card first. We have the card of love. And doesn't this card feel very positive? With that rose. This rose that has yet to bloom fully. So to me, this is speaking of opportunities to come. The rose is still yet to bloom. There's so many things that are on the horizon. That's beautiful. We have the card here of love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of life. So this is a very, very positive card here. We have love. We perhaps are loving ourselves first. We have two cards here speaking of love, loving ourselves first and true love. So again, whoever we are dealing with during the month of December, whoever our romantic interest is, this is somebody that we really love, that we really care for, that we may have a true, deep, fulfilling connection with. I'm hearing a soulmate or a past life connection, perhaps as well. Yes, I am picking up that energy of a past life relationship, but a positive past life relationship. Somebody who may engender positive growth for us. Positive transformations. So it does look like there's love surrounding all our connections. Our connections with others and our connection with ourselves. Many of us may be indeed putting ourselves first, loving ourselves first, because we know that our self-respect makes us more romantically attractive. This is a theme that has been coming up for us, Cancers, for many, many months. So we are being guided to put more attention, put more love, put more focus into ourselves first before we do another person, as we can only give away what we have. So if we do not put love into ourselves first, we will not be able to have enough love to give to others. For example, we have to put love into our own well, our own reserve of love first, lest we give others the love from our well that we need to give to ourselves. So we will be giving from our own reserve that which we need for ourselves to others. And that can create challenging relationships or unhealthy relationships. So we are, I do feel, loving ourselves first, because again, that is a lesson that many of us have been working on for the last few months, or even during the year of 2018. And we are now approaching 2019, which is very, very exciting. And I hope you all had a very good year. I know it has been a rocky ride for some of us, depending on our situations. Nevertheless, it looks as though things are working out for us going into this new year. So I'm really excited to see what's going to be going on next year, considering everything, all the lessons that we have experienced over 2018. And again, we have this really positive, loving, bright, romantic energy in our auric field during the month of December. So love surrounds us. I just want to say this again because it's so beautiful. Love surrounds all of our connections, which is amazing. So let's move forward positively, confidently, with positive expectations in all areas of life. And we have the chalice here. So of course, in the tarot, the chalice, the cup, stands for emotions. Emotions. And this chalice card speaks of rejuvenation and fulfillment. So what I'm getting from this is we will be feeling rejuvenation and fulfillment within our love lives, within our emotional selves. So that is very, very excellent. So if we've had any doubts, worries, challenges within our emotional being, our emotional selves, our heart space, we will be experiencing rejuvenation. So that's excellent. So we have love surrounding all our connections. We're being guided to move forward positively, and that is going to bring fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So Cancers, that is an excellent energy that we're going to be experiencing. Very happy for us. Okay. Our guidance. All right, let me look at these cards for a moment. Okay. Okay. Number 19, flexible. This was a card on the bottom of the deck representing the overall energy. Number 2, yin, in the reverse position. This is the only card that came up in the reverse position. Round and round, number 25. Round and round. And I do really like that card. Number 13, a fork in the road. So what could this be signifying, Cancers? Now, with this number 19, flexible. This is saying, Cancers, that during the month of December, one thing is we may be, and this makes sense with this round and round card as well, ending an old cycle, beginning a new cycle. Ending an old cycle, beginning a new cycle, indeed. And this flexible card is also calling for us to be flexible in our approach, flexible in our thinking. This is advising us against rigidity. So during the month of December, thinking in a new way, behaving in a new way, being open, being malleable, being teachable, sticking to our morals and our values, yet being open to learning and trying something new will be of benefit for us. This flexible card also signifies that, Cancers, there may be somebody who is in our lives right now, this individual here. There may be someone who is in our lives now that may be different from our usual type and expectations, nevertheless may be exactly who we need in our lives at this time. So this is definitely speaking of some kind of soulmate energy, somebody new, somebody different, somebody who is, again, separate from our usual type and expectations. Nevertheless, the perfect person for us at this time to help us learn, grow, evolve in some way. End a cycle, begin anew. Or we could be ending an old cycle, beginning anew in this connection. Nevertheless, once again, we are being called to be open, malleable, willing to learn something, willing to try something new. Again, it's advising us against being rigid in our thoughts, feelings, actions. So let's be open, let's be teachable, let's be willing to expect or even accept the unexpected. Try things anew. Life is all about change. And it's best to be open as well, especially if some of us have experienced challenging relationships. It may be useful to try a new way. Be open to the beauty that is going to come to us during the month of December, or the beauty that is going to come to us by being open in our thoughts regarding what we experience. Number 2, in the reverse, yin. So this card here, this number 2, yin, in the reverse, is signifying that, Cancers, many of us may have the habit or the pattern or the belief that we must give. We must give. We must be the ones who put in the effort in our romantic relationships in order for them to work out. So many of us may have that habit of overgiving or being the ones, again, to put in all the effort, you know, or else maybe we're afraid that we're not going to receive the love that we deserve, or perhaps we're afraid that the other person is not going to, again, show us what we want to experience. So we may be putting in all the effort, putting in a lot of action. That may be something that is a pattern to us, and I'll get to this card in a second, but that may be something that is a pattern to us. Nevertheless, this card is saying, Cancers, during the month of December, it may be useful for us to take a step back and allow ourselves to receive. Allow ourselves to receive love, to take love in. We don't have to always be the givers. And really, when we are the givers, that can disrupt the balance in a relationship. And that can also lead to resentments, as we are the ones feeling as though we're not getting what it is that we deserve, or we're not receiving what it is that we put in. That sets up a pattern in a relationship. So it could be a good idea for us to take a step back and allow ourselves to be the ones to receive, to be the ones to get love. And that may create more balance, or that may allow us to feel more secure, more fulfilled in our romantic relationships during the month of December. So let's take a step back, let's let go, and let's allow ourselves to receive the love that we so deserve. Number 25, round and round. Some of us may need to go inside, and in particular within our emotional selves, to reflect on, to identify the patterns that we repeat in our romantic relationships. This round and round card deals with the actions, the beliefs, the thoughts, again, the patterns that we repeat over and over again in relationships. So it could be a good idea for us to, again, go within, identify those things, practice some self-reflection, take some time to reflect on what those patterns are. As that puts us in an empowered space, an empowered place, as we're able to look at those patterns, those thoughts, those beliefs that may be unhealthy. And from there, we can, again, look at them, discern, and make different decisions. Choose something different. So let's pay attention to our patterns in relationships. And if we are noticing any patterns that are not benefiting us when it comes to our love lives, we can then change them. Nothing has to continue. We can choose to behave differently at any time. We are all doing the best we can with the tools that we have at this moment. If we had better tools, we would do things in a different way. So we can choose. We have the choice. We don't have to continue doing the same actions, especially if they have not served us in the past. We can choose to do things in a different way, in a new way. And as we do things in a new way, we will likely engender a new outcome. And then when we see this outcome, we'll realize, okay, this is more so in line with what it is that I want to experience. This is more so in line with the outcome that I seek. So as we change our actions, behaviors, thoughts, as we practice flexibility, right? As we practice flexibility in the way we think, in the way we believe, in the way we behave, in the way we act, we will obtain a new insight, a new awareness as to how our actions can reflect within our relationships, or how they can manifest within our relationships. And then we can behave in a different way moving forward. Again, as we see, okay, behaving in a new way is going to bring about the outcome that we seek. So we can go ahead and continue that outcome or continue that behavior to engender the outcome we seek. Because if we keep doing the same things, if we keep doing the same things that we've always done, we're going to keep attaining the same outcome. So we have to do something different to attain the outcome that we seek. Fork in the road. 13. So in order to obtain stability security, to build a new foundation in our love lives, again, we may have to go in a different way. So we're being called to be flexible. We're being called to not overgive, not be the giver all the time, but allow ourselves to receive love, pay attention to our patterns, and make a new decision. Make a new decision. So we can either go down the road that is well known. We can either repeat these patterns, keep going in this spiral that we've been going in for years, decades, whatever. We can keep doing that, or we can travel or go down the road less traveled. We can go down the road less traveled, and going down the road less traveled can make all the difference. So we can behave in a new way. We can do something different, but we are being guided to make some kind of decision. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Do we want to continue practicing the same behaviors, looking at things the same way? I'm hearing keeping those same fears and behaving in a fear-based way, or do we want to try something different? Because again, this is somebody that we really care about. This is a true love for us. So what is it that we want? Do we want love, or do we want to engender more fear within ourselves? That is our decision. We have the ability to make that decision. So let's choose which path we want to go down. Let's keep going the same way that we've always gone, which may not have engendered the best outcome. Or let's choose to be flexible and go a different way. It's up to us. We all have free will, so we can choose the road that we decide to go down. It is up to us, Cancers. No one else. It is up to us. And if we do decide to go down the same pattern, or go down the same road, repeat the same patterns, we must be accountable for our actions. We must take accountability for what occurs. And if we bring about that same outcome, we have no one to blame except for ourselves. We must, again, take accountability. And I'm not saying that we need to take guilt or be guilty or feel guilty, but we just must be aware that our actions, that our thoughts, that our beliefs do shape our reality. So if we want to keep going down that same path, we can do that. If we want to keep going down that same road, we can do that. But we just must be aware that we are the ones responsible for what comes about. So we have the option to be flexible, to do something different, and to see how that turns out, as it's appearing as though this will likely engender better outcomes, or we can travel the worn path. It is up to us. So Cancers, let's go ahead and go into our postcard from Spirit, and this will wrap up our reading. Dear Cancer, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can, and you will. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first, you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. Let's be flexible, right? It's easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted, right? This is what we're talking about. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. Let's let go of those old patterns, beliefs, people, places, things that no longer serve us, so we can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and you, Cancer, will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We got you. Loving you so, so much. So, my dearest Cancers, these are the messages that I have for you all regarding what we may be experiencing in our love and romantic relationships during the month of December 2018. So if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so again at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or you can book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. I'm wishing you all so much luck. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light during the month of December. So thank you, my Cancer friends. Go ahead and thumbs up this reading, like this reading if the messages resonate, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning, but if you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, and more, as well as how to align yourself with your partner and your ideal relationship, go ahead and book a future partner reading with me now through the description box below, or again at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. Thank you so much. Again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so now so we can look back into our situation for the mid-monthly readings. I love you all, mwah, and I will see you here again soon. Bye, Cancers.